Okay. So we're rejoining the game at the 16-minute mark of the second period. Flames are leading 1-0 here at Stanley. The live feed, unfortunately, failed. So I'm recording the game and I will post it afterwards. The camera angle is slightly different for the video than YouTube, so we adjust the camera here a little bit. So the Flames are leading 1-0 after a Wadden goal early in the first period. Flames had a lot of zone time and possession in the first period. Unfortunately, out here where we are, the Wi-Fi provided to us just not strong enough to give us a live feed. So anybody who wants to see the remainder of the game can watch afterwards. Blocker save. Here comes McKay from the point. Shot attempt hits Cook. Here goes Cook. Cook trying to break free. Can't get past. Kraken recover it. So we're here at the Stanley Arena. Not our usual Grant Harvey home location for Game 1 of the best-of-5 playoff series against the Kraken. Game 2, Sunday morning at the Q-Plex in Quispamsis. Here's Wadden with it along the right-hand wall. Goes down low pitches. Centering puck attempt. That's going to be covered up by Redmond. And we'll have a face-off to the Redmond in the Kraken zone. This, of course, the best angle I can give you for a camera. I'm standing on a piece of plywood on top of the score booth behind this mesh that goes all the way around. That's as good as we can do here. We are at the 14:26 mark of the second period. Your Flames leading 1-0. Grayson Cook throws it down deep into the Kraken zone. It's going to be picked up by Underhill. Underhill sends it up the right wing. That's blocked. Loose puck in front. Wadden and Cook are there. It's covered up. Face off now coming to the left of Redmond. She wins it back to Anna O'Donnell, affiliate player. Cross ice to McCumber. McCumber throws it in the neutral zone. Now Cook, shot attempt. Redmond bobbled it for a second, but hangs on. We'll have another face-off in the Kraken zone. Shot from McCumber, makes its way through. Redmond's going to hang on to that one again. 13:56, second period. Flames working with a 1-0 lead. White in to take the face-off. O'Donnell and McCumber on the point. Face-off lost on feet. Folks backhands it to O'Donnell. O'Donnell walks the line, throws it towards the net. Makes its way through traffic, but misses wide right. Here come the Kraken, up the right wing. They're going to throw it into the corner. Comes back to Kosman. Kosman shot from the point. A little bit of a tip there. Almost fooled Brewer. Ends up in the corner. Here comes Folks up the left wing. Folks tries cutting to the net, but puck's knocked off her stick. White now with it. White's pinned along the boards, arm goes up. We're going to have a Flames power play. White still with it. Backhand shot in tight. Keeps it. Comes back to the point. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence cuts back. She's taken down. White still has it. Finally whistled down. So, Heidi Becks in the box for boarding. Flames will have power play at the 12:57 mark in the second period. Flames already up 1-0. Top power play unit out there. Lawrence. Fultz.
White. Daigle.
And Cook. Cook with it in the neutral zone. She backs it to Daigle. Daigle builds up some steam for the neutral zone. She's going to carry it in herself and set things up. Daigle behind the net. Still moving with it. She's going to leave it for White. White's tripped up. Puck's turned over. Daigle tries to keep it in the blue line. Skips past her. Here's Cook. Cook. She's going to reverse behind the net. Cook coming up the left wing. She's got some speed. She's going to gain the zone herself. Cook tries cutting into the middle. Lawrence gets a stick on it, but it ends up off in the corner. Kraken are going to send it down. 1:08 left in the Flames power play here. Cook, long stretch pass to Fultz. Bounces off her stick. And the Kraken are going to send that one back down. Again, 57 seconds now left in the Flames power play. 11:50 left in the second period. Flames leading 1-0. Beck's in the box for boarding. Here's White. Charging hard. She takes a tight angle shot. Bounces off the side of the net. She recovers it. Daigle. Quick feed back and forth with White. Shot attempt by Daigle. Nice low shot. It's deflected off to the corner by Redmond. Puck goes full length again. 20 seconds now left in the Beck's penalty. Here's Polchis. Johnstone. Wadden out here now. Puck's reversed for Gauvin. Gauvin sends it to the corner for Johnstone. Gets past her. Johnstone sends it back to Gauvin. Gauvin shot attempt. That's blocked. Beck's out of the box now. Back to even strength. Shot attempt from the left side by Wadden. Ends up at the corner. Wadden back from Cumber. Shot attempt. Hits shin pads. Gauvin recovers it. Backhands it up the right wing to Johnstone. Doesn't get to her. Sorry for this invisible spot right below me. You can't see a chunk of the neutral zone here because of my camera position here in this building. 10:35 now in the second period. Flames are leading 1-0. Zone. She's going to shovel it down to the Kraken zone. Johnstone and Wadden go for a line change. Held in by Polchis. Probably could have had a too many call. I guess you couldn't see it off the screen here. Player entering the ice, played the puck, and Polchis leaving. Definitely too far away from the bench. No call. 9:48 now in the second period. Puck into the neutral zone. Flames leading 1-0 here in the first game of this best-of-5 playoff series. Here comes a shot attempt by Fultz. It ends up in the corner. Redmond definitely the more busy goaltender here this afternoon so far. Here's Fultz on the left wing. She can't get it out. White in help. White to the neutral zone. She's building some speed. She's got Lawrence with her. White tries cutting in the middle. Shot attempt. Misses wide. Comes back to Feltman at the point. She throws it along the boards. Back to Lawrence. Lawrence into the middle. Gives it to Daigle. Daigle shot through traffic. Saved by Redmond. Back along the wall. Feltmate picks it up in the neutral zone. Goes cross ice to Daigle. Daigle sends it up the left. Polchis is going to throw it deep into the zone. Kraken back to play it. 8:46 now in the second period. Puck in the neutral zone. Feltmate steps up, skips over her stick. Now here's Daigle. Puck in front of Brewer. Bobbled. Second shot by the Kraken. Brewer plays that off to the corner. Here's Captain Grayson Cook. Captain Cook through the neutral zone with some speed. She's going to try cutting wide and cuts back to send it towards the net. Doesn't make its way through. O'Donnell steps up for a pinch. Ends up on the stick of Polchis. She throws it towards the net. Doesn't get very far. Neutral zone puck here. Wadden pushes it ahead. Kraken are going to send it back up along the wall. Picked up by McCumber in the neutral zone. Contested puck here in the neutral zone. Wadden chips it ahead. She's going to chase it deep by herself. Rest of that line going for a change. Here's O'Donnell with the pinch. Wadden's there helping her. And that one's blown down. We're going to have a face-off in the Kraken zone. 7:37 mark of the second period. Johnstone going to take that face off. She's got Cook and Folks with her. Feltmate and Gauvin on the blue line. Puck is loose. Cook gets a shot at it. Ends up in the corner. Johnstone working with Folks, trying to work it out of the corner. Johnstone's taken down. Arm goes up. We're going to have a Flames power play. Johnstone got crunched in there. And we have a cross check coming against the Kraken. .7:20 of the second period. Flames back to the power play. Kitchen in the box for a cross check. Number 1 power play unit out for the Flames. Face off run. Lawrence sends it back to Cook. Cook sends it through traffic but ends up off in the corner. Here's Lawrence with it. Lawrence puts the brakes on, spins back. Lawrence in the corner still. Foltz goes to help her. Lawrence gets it back to the point. Cross ice to White. Nice shot by White. Hits the side of the net though. Now Daigle. Daigle walks. Shot. Loose puck in the crease. It's whistled down. Can't quite see where the puck is. It stays out like this. 6:50 now of the second period. 1:30 left on the Flames power play. Flames working with a 1-0 lead off a Wadden goal in the first period. Face off to the right of Redmond. White in to take it. Looks like it was won by the Kraken, but ends up back at the point. Here's White behind the net. White. She's going to send it back to Daigle. Daigle. Cross ice to Cook. Cook all the way back across to White. White shot's blocked. Here's Cook again. Cook backhanded through traffic. Doesn't find White. It was open there. Daigle is going to throw that back into the corner. Lawrence and Folks are on it. Lawrence cuts back in the corner, trying to find time, space, centers it. Shot attempt. Doesn't get it off. Here's the Kraken, held in by Daigle. Daigle. Down to Lawrence. Daigle again at the point. Daigle gives it up to White. White walks in, shot, hits Redmond in the face. She's going to hang on to that. 41 seconds left in the kitchen penalty. 6 minutes even left in the second period. Second power play unit out here now. Montgomery and Gauvin on point. Johnstone in to take the face off. Working with Wadden. And Polchis. Johnstone, face off. One off to the right. Gets back to Gauvin. Gauvin to Montgomery. Montgomery shot That's hits the logo of Redmond. Who's going to hang on to it? No idea what the shots on goal are here. Be curious to know if they hit him. Pretty sure it would show up strongly in favor of the Flames. Johnstone didn't take the face off again. This one's lost in feet, but it's fished out by Polchis. Polchis goes cross ice to Gauvin. Gauvin's going to shoot through traffic at the side of the net. Johnstone gets a swipe at it. Can't tuck it in. And the Kraken are going to get it down the ice. Brewer out to play it. 15 seconds left in the kitchen penalty. Cross-check. And 5:30 left in the second period. Puck into the Kraken zone. Kraken tries sending it down. Hits shin pads. It's held in at the blue line. Here's Polchis. Polchis tries cutting back. She loses control of it. Johnstone puts pressure on the situation. Gauvin scrambles, keeps it in, but finally skips out of the zone. Wadden's going to throw it down into the corner now. Here's Polchis. Polchis into the middle. Polchis from the point. Long shot. Johnstone hanging out at the net, but nothing comes of it. 4:49 now left in the second period. Flames leading 1-0. Here at the very cold Stanley Arena. Not our usual Grant Harvey venue. White in to take the face off here in the Kraken zone. Won by the Kraken. Lawrence putting pressure on it. Daggle keeps it in. She's joined by White. White has along the wall. White back to Daggle. Here comes Daggle. Daggle's walking. She takes a shot. And another one in the breadbasket of Redmond. 4:27 mark of the second period. And we'll have yet another face-off here in the Kraken zone. Face-off, kind of neutral along the boards, picked up by the Kraken, sending it up into the neutral zone. We're going to throw all the way down. No icing signal. Comes up the left wing of Folks. Here's Folks. She's looking for Lawrence. That's intercepted. Kraken are going to throw it back in. We're at the 4:06 mark of the second period. Flames leading 1-0. Puck loose in front of Brewer. Feltnick gets that off into the safe zone. Chips it up the right wing to Lawrence. Finally into the neutral zone. .330 left in the period. White working in the corner. She's tied up. Polchis comes back to try and help. Puck still along the wall. Daggle's in there now too. Daggle's White. Polchis all hanging around there trying to move the puck. The referee called to move it. And we get a whistle now at the 3:09 mark of the second period. Face off to the left of Brewer. Grayson Cook in to take it. She wings it back. And O'Donnell, she's pinned along the boards, but the puck ends up on the stick of Cook. Here comes Cook to the neutral zone with some speed. Cook. She's going to get around the net. She's looking back at O'Donnell. O'Donnell back to Cook. Back to O'Donnell again. Kicks it off her feet. Sends it back down low for Wadden. Wadden back to Cook. Out in front. Polchis takes a stab at it. Puck makes its way back into the neutral zone. Blocked up by the linesman. 2:30 mark of the second period. Flames working with a 1-0 lead. Long stretch pass. Looking for Cook, who's a couple feet ahead of the defense. Puck doesn't make its way through. Here's O'Donnell behind the net. O'Donnell to McCumber. Up the left wing to Polches. That one chipped up, hits a player on the Kraken bench, and we're going to have a face-off. To the left of Brewer. 2:12 left in the period. Johnstone, Cook, Fulks. Johnstone in to take the face-off. Tied up in feet. Gauvin wraps it around the right wing to Cook. Here's Cook. Cook gets it to Johnstone. Johnstone and Fulks carrying it. Here's Johnstone along the wall. Johnstone gets it back to the point. Gauvin shot through traffic. Loose puck in front. Nobody can find a handle on that. Here comes Kraken again. In the neutral zone. Puck dumped in. Going to be retrieved by Feltmate. Feltmate reverses. Here's Feltmate coming up the left wing. Feltmate's going to chip it into the corner. Johnstone goes for a change. Cook puts pressure on the situation. 1:25 now left in the period. Here's White working in the corner. Lawrence goes to help her. O'Donnell tried to step up there and keep it in, but she was tied up. 1 minute left in the second period. Your Western Flames leading this first playoff game of the series 1-0. Here's Polches with it. Polches, she's directed off the corner. Shot from the tight angle. That's covered up by Redmond. 47 seconds left in the period now. We're going to face off to the right of Redmond. Daigle and O'Donnell on the point. White in to take the face-off. Lawrence and Fulks. Puck backhanded up the wall. Looked like it hit Daigle in the face. Stays in. Here's O'Donnell. Oh, sorry, that's Daigle. I guess the puck hit O'Donnell in the face. They'd switch sides before the face-off. Lawrence keeps it in. Now White. Pinned along the boards. Here's Lawrence. Lawrence tries walking in. Gets a shot. That's gloved down by Redmond. 24 seconds now left in the period. Face off to the left of Redmond. And we'll have some fresh Flames. Grayson looking to take the face off. Covering Gauvin on the blue line. Face off went back to Gauvin. Gauvin tries to get the shot off, doesn't. Fulks tries too. Also ends up in the corner. Cook dealing in the corner. Tries centering puck. Can't find a target. 5 seconds left in the period. Kraken in the neutral zone. That puck's tied up, and that's going to end the period. And because I'm not live, I can just pause the recording, and I will resume it for the third period. Flames lead 1-0 after 2. Third period here. Quickly underway. Game 1 of the playoff series between the Western Flames and the Fundy Kraken. Here at the Stanley Upper Nashwauk Arena Complex, which is very cold and no Wi-Fi. Flames leading 1-0 here in the third period. I don't know the shots on goal, but I know it's a whole lot less in favor of the Flames, but score only 1-0 nonetheless. Here's Cook. Grayson Cook, she loses a handle on it at the blue line. It's retrieved by Daigle. Daigle gains the blue line, fires it down, ends up on the back of the net. Kraken get it in the neutral zone. It's going to be picked up by Gauvin. Gauvin sends it up the right wing to Lawrence. Lawrence backhands in the neutral zone, picked off by the Kraken. Ends up back on the stick of Gauvin. Gauvin comes across to McCumber. Polchis to the neutral zone. She's pinned. McCumber in help. Kraken come out with it. Underhill. Across ice. Here come the Kraken. Throw it down below the net. Picked up by McCumber. She's knocked off the puck. Gets back. Kraken are going to throw it in and go for a line change. McCumber. Ice looking a little wet down there. Below the goal line. Comes up the right wing to Lawrence. Skips past her. Icing waved off. It's not going to make its way down the ice anyway. 17:55 of the third period. Flames leading 1-0. Game 1 of a best-of-5 series against the Kraken. Game 2 tomorrow at Coast Bear and Sis in the morning. 10:30-ish, I believe. I'll have to check. Here's Cook. Kate Cook along the wall. She's got Wadden and Johnstone there with her. Sends it back to the point. Here's Anna O'Donnell. Anna O'Donnell through traffic. Deflects off to the side. Puck into the neutral zone. Daigle takes a swipe at it. Gets past her. Now here's Johnstone coming up the left wing. Johnstone, she's got Cook with her. Johnstone, she's knocked off the puck. Here's Daigle. Daigle had it lost in her body. Falls in front of her. She's going to come back to the neutral zone and regroup things up. She chips it ahead to Johnstone, who's coming the other direction. Gets past her. Ends up down low in the Kraken zone. Kate Cook on it. Wadden takes a swipe at it. Puck's loose. Daigle's going to throw that down in the corner. Kate Cook goes to put pressure on it. Johnson's going to the bench. 16:40 mark of the third period. Flames leading 1-0. Grayson Cook in the corner. She's going to send it back to Gauvin. No, she doesn't. She tries to pass it somewhere, but she overswung it. Lawrence in help. Centering puck to Folks. Folks gets the shot, hits the side of the net. Wrapped around. Here's Feltmate. Feltmate keeps it in, sends it down along the wall to Folks. Folks ends up losing it back to Feltmate. Feltmate sends it across ice. Here's Gauvin. Gauvin throws it towards the net and misses wide right. Puck into the neutral zone. Gauvin's going to pick it up. Gauvin gains the red line. She's going to throw it down low below the goal line. 16-minute mark now of the third period. Flames still working with a 1-0 lead here. Kraken. They throw it down below the goal line. And they got a funny bounce. And that's in the back of the net. We have ourselves a tie game. The 15:49 mark. Despite the Flames dominating possession and zone time and shots, we now have a 1-1. We now have a 1-1 game. 15:49 mark of the third period. We have ourselves a tie game here. McCumber sends it up the left wing to Polchis. White tries throwing it towards the net, skips into the corner. Cross ice to McCumber. McCumber shot through traffic. Blocked by Redmond. Pinched by O'Donnell. She knocks it free. Puck contested in the neutral zone here. Polchis comes out with it. She's going to throw it into the corner and go for a change. White's going to put pressure on it. Puck's coming all the way down. Arms up for icing. That's going to come back to the Kraken zone. For a face-off to the right of Redmond. And it is the 14:53 mark of the third period, tie game 1-1. I guess the face-off will be to the left of Redmond. Face-off on by the Kraken in the corner. Johnstone trying to dig it out. Ends up back with Feltmate. Feltmate throws it at the side of the net. Johnstone couldn't fish it out. Daigle now backing up. Puck thrown. Icing is signaled. And it is called. Partial hesitation by the front linesman on the call, but it is icing. 14:33 now in the third period. 1-1. Face off to the left of Redmond. Johnstone will take it. She's working with Kate Cook and Elise Lawrence. Face off, tied up in feet. Flames finally pull it back. Feltmate pins it along the wall. Now Cook. Cook, she's knocked down. No arm. Cook and Johnstone battling along the wall. Now Johnstone in the corner, tries getting it back. Feltmate's going to throw it back down into the corner. Lawrence is going to try and head it off on the other side, and she does. Here's Johnstone behind the net. She has it. Centering puck. Doesn't get out to Cook. Johnstone again in the corner. Puck pops out. Now Lawrence with it. She's knocked off the puck, and here's Kate Cook. Kate Cook throws it back down to Johnstone. Johnstone centers it. Redmond's going to cover that up. Cook was going hard to the net. 13:47 mark of the third period. Tie game, 1-1. Here in Stanley, where it's very cold. My precarious perch on a piece of plywood on top of the score booth. I was told it was safe. We'll air quote the word safe. Puck. That's going to go all the way for icing. And we're going to face off again back in the Kraken zone at the 13:33 mark now of the third period. Face off to the left of Redmond. This is a playoff game, first of the best of 5. Not sure what the overtime protocol is for the league. Probably should have checked that out prior to the game, but I didn't. So, in the event this gets through regulation, we'll see what the overtime protocol is. Centering puck. Scramble in front. That one's covered up by Redmond. Daigle had jumped into the scrum. Got a swipe at it. No, sorry, that wasn't. That was Wadden. Sorry. Here's Crookins taking face off. Kind of a neutral face off. Tied up in feet. Cook comes out with it. She's in the corner. She's looking back to the point to McCumber. He elects to hold it. Shot towards the net. Hits a pair of shin pads. Still working along the wall here. McCumber jumped in. Folks gets a stick on it, sends it down to the corner. 12:57 now of the third period. Puck down low. Here's Folks behind the net. Folks looking for options. She throws it back down low to Wadden. Wadden gets it back to McCumber. McCumber gives it back to Wadden in the corner. Gauvin pinches along the wall. She's got Cook with her. And Wadden. Here's Cook. Cook. Shot. Deflected off to the corner. McCumber pinches. She keeps it in. Arm is up for a penalty call here. We have Captain Cook.
4 blocks, 2 minutes rough. 29 points, 2 minutes rough.
Captain Cook going for a rough. And Kitchen coming back from the cross check. 12:14 of the third period. We have offsetting minor penalties. So we will continue to play 5-on-5. 12:14 left in the period. White in to take the face-off. White wins it softly back to Daigle, who throws it back down low behind the net. Lawrence picks it up. Lawrence to the sidewall to Polchis. Who centers it? White got a piece of that. Come up, get a shot. Forward deflects out to the corner. Here's White. White sends it up the left wing. White. She's going to gain the zone by herself and carry it down deep. White backhands it. Loose puck in front. Shot attempt. Second shot attempt. Still loose puck. White has it behind the net. She throws it at net. Polchis spins and fires. Redmond hangs on to that. Redmond has been busy. 11:23 now in the third period. Tie game 1-1. We'll have a face off to the right of Redmond. White will take it. (11:13) here in the third period. Lawrence tries getting a stick on it, gets past her. Back into the Flame zone. Kraken throw it down deep. Feltmate's going to get there first. Here's Feltmate. She reverses it to Gauvin. Gauvin comes up the right side, chips up the wall to Lawrence. Lawrence backhands it into the neutral zone. Not quite far enough for Cook to grab it. Here's Johnstone. Johnstone chips it into the corner. She's going to go chase it. She's got Wadden with her. Wadden, Johnstone, and Cook. Kate Cook, that is. Here's Wadden. Wadden throws it to the corner. Johnstone's going to chase it. Wadden in the corner. Centers it to Cook. Cook can't get a handle on it. Wadden again throws it down deep. Johnstone goes to put pressure on it. Hits her feet. Doesn't know where it is. Pops out to McCumber. McCumber sends it up the left wing to Cook. Hits Cook's feet and goes into the neutral zone. Now here's Johnstone again. Johnstone coming up the left wing. She throws it deep. Redmond out to play it. Puck tried sending up the left wall. Here's Cook. Cook shot it. Oh, sorry, that was Wadden. Step in by O'Donnell. Her shot's blocked. Now McCumber in the neutral zone. McCumber cuts back. Here's McCumber coming in with some speed. She gets tied up crossing the blue line. Puck gets into the zone. Here's White. She gets a knock off her stick. 9:20 now of the third period. Here come the Kraken. Feltmate. She sends it up into the neutral zone. Kraken recover. Here come the Kraken. Puck's wrapped around the boards. Daigle's going to get it. Daigle gets it into the neutral zone. Underhill holds it. And it's back into the Kraken zone. 8:50 in the third period. Centering the puck to Folks. She spins and fires, but bringing it up in the corner. Now White. Folks and White working in the corner. White tried to get it into the slot. She was tied up. Here's Feltmate. Feltmate looking for options. Feltmate through the neutral zone. She dumps it in and goes for a line change, as do the rest of the Flames. Here's Johnstone again. Johnstone putting pressure on the situation. Here's Daigle. Daigle tries stepping up. She's knocked off the puck. Kraken sent it down. Brewer directs that off to her left side. Here's Kraken in the neutral zone. Puck's knocked loose by Lawrence. Lawrence, Cook, and Johnstone here now. Working with Daigle and McCumber. McCumber behind the net. She reverses it to Daigle. Daigle sends it up the left wing to Cook. Here's Cook. Cook tries going cross ice to Lawrence. Gets a little too far ahead of her. Now Johnstone backhands it. Turned over the blue line. Back into the Flame zone. Cook on the left wing. She's going to throw that down the ice. Not far enough for icing. 7:20 mark now of the third period. Tie game here, 1-1. That is offside. And Kitchen and Cook return to the ice after serving their penalties. I think Cook was in for a roughing and Kitchen for a cross-check for not liking said roughing. 7:09, third period, tie game, 1-1. First game of the best-of-5 playoffs here in Stanley. Folks, she's held at the blue line, can't get it in. Puck in the neutral zone. Here's Folks again. This time she gets in the blue line. Folks. She's directed off to the corner. Looking for options. She tries throwing it down below the net to Cook. Oh, here's Wadden. Wadden throws it towards the net. 6:30 mark here in the third period now. Flames continue to press and have the majority of the offensive zone time, but doesn't reflect on the scoreboard. Here's O'Donnell. O'Donnell, shot. She misses. Puck comes around the boards. Held in by Wadden. She backhands it down to Cook. Cook tries centering it to Wadden. Spin and fire by Polchis. She can't get a handle on it. And it comes back. It's going to be picked up by Daigle. Daigle catching them on the line change. Here comes Polchis. Polchis shot attempt. She doesn't get it out. Puck comes back. Here's Gauvin. Gauvin up the left wing to Polchis. Linesman called offside on the Flames entering their own zone. Accidental offside, so that'll be a center ice face-off off the linesman error. 5:48 now in the third period. Lawrence on the right wing. She's going to dump it down deep. Kraken are there first. Polchis coming up. Wrapped around the boards. Pinch attempt by Gauvin gets past her. Feltmate steps up. She fires it back down. Polchis goes to the bench for a line change. Cook joins White and Lawrence out here. Here's White. White gets a shot. Misses wide left. Lawrence trying to fish it out along the boards. Kate Cook and Lawrence trying to get it out there. We have a penalty. Is it against Cook? 4:55 to go. And we're going to have Cook. Cook for a trip. 4:55 to go here in the third period. And the Kraken with their first power play of the game. Face off back in the Flame zone. Captain Cook, you can take it. Cook gets a handle on it, throws it down. Folks strips her off there at the puck. She fires it across the slot. Nobody's there. Little throws it down into the Flame zone. That's recovered by Gauvin. Gauvin can't control it. Kraken get it back. Folks goes to put pressure on it. Now here's Cook. Cook chips it to herself. She's got it free. She can't quite get past the defender. Strong attempt. Half a step more and she was set free. But here come the Kraken. Underhill gains the zone. She looks for a centering attempt in the slot. Little has it along the wall. She sends it back to Boyer at the blue line. Shot through traffic. Brewer froze. Didn't see that. Gets down the ice. 47 seconds left in the Flames penalty kill. 3:38 left in the period. 1-1 game here. Offensive zone face-off for the Flames on the penalty kill. It'll be White in to take it. Kraken win the face-off. Send it up the right wing, the left wing, rather, and it's sent back down. 30 seconds left in the Cook penalty now. 3:26 left in the period. Kraken, long cross-ice pass. Wadden got a stick on it. Now Daigle gets it back into the neutral zone. Kitchen sends it cross ice. Here comes the Kraken. That puck's dumped into the corner. Feltmate has it now. Feltmate's going to send that one down the ice. 8 seconds left in the Cook penalty. Redmond out to play it. And we are back to even strength. 2:55 now left in the third period. Cook back on the ice. Puck comes back in the Flame zone. Comes up the left wing to Polchis. Polchis goes cross ice to Cook. Skips over her stick. Unable to recover it. Pinned along the boards. Double Cooks over there. Grayson Cook, Kate Cook, trying to fish it out over there. Chipped ahead by Graceland Cook. Graceland Cook. She had Polchis going to the net wide open. Couldn't get the centering puck. Comes back to the point. Here's Gauvin. Shot attempt. That's blocked. Loose in front. Polchis tried to grab it down and throw it at the net. Ends up back on Gauvin again. Gauvin throws it. Misses wide left this time. 2-minute mark of the third period. McCumber backing up. Puck in the neutral zone. Shot attempt by the Kraken. Misses high wide. Another shot attempt. That one bounces out all the way to Polchis. Polchis backhands it in the neutral zone. Now McCumber pushes it ahead to Lawrence, bounces off her stick. 1:27 now left in the third period. We have ourselves a tie game. Here's White. White is spun. No call. Daigle chips up the left wing. Feltmate's coming up the right wing. Feltmate, she's going to carry it in herself. She's tied up. Puck still along the wall. 50 seconds left in the period. Puck held in the blue line by Daigle. Daigle shot. Redmond deflects that off to her left side. Here's the Kraken. They're going to throw it up. That one's stopped by Feltmate. Feltmate sends it up to the neutral zone to Cook. Cook dancing with it along the blue line. She gains the zone. Leaves it for Wadden. 28 seconds now in the period. Puck's going to be... Attempt to hold it in by Daigle. Here comes the Kraken. 20 seconds left. Shot attempt. Misses wide right. Cook now. Cook. Long pass to Polchis. Here's Polchis. One-on-one. Polchis. Centering puck. She comes around the side of the net. Tries to stuff it in on the side. 1.5 seconds. Good rush there by Polchis. We're going to have the face-off to the left of Redmond with 1.5 on the clock. Not sure. Linesman just came over to the box here below me. May or may not be... Going to do it for regulation. We will be going to overtime. I do not know what the protocol is, so we will hang tight here for a second. I heard 5 minutes of 5-on-5, and then 5 minutes of 3-on-3, and if that doesn't solve anything, I'm shooting. So we have 4-on-4 for 5 minutes. If that doesn't solve it, there will be 5 minutes of 3-on-3. And if that doesn't solve it, then there will be a 5-player shootout. And hopefully my fingers stay warm enough to get through this. And cold. Even loud. To kick off the 4-on-4 for the Flames. We have Rachel Holtz, Humber, Bill Van. Face off one by the Kraken. Ooh. Cook takes a spill. I don't know if she blew an edge there or what. Here come the Kraken. Probably not the scenario the Flames are looking for based off a fairly dominant game. Unable to find the back of the net despite a lot of offensive zone time and shots. Gauvin looking to set up behind the net. She finds McCumber. McCumber tries going backhand pass to Folks. Here comes Underhill into the Flame zone. She loses the pass. Cook tried to pop herself free. Puck back into the Flame zone. 4-on-4 overtime here in Stanley. Game 1 of the playoffs. Puck loose in the slot. Recovered by Cook. Cook sends it up to Daigle. Daigle, she's by herself. She's hauled down. We're going to have a penalty in overtime. Now the question is it 4-on-3 or do the Flames add a player to make it 5-on-4? Sarah Duguay for Tripp.
30-second timeout clock.
And the Flames will take their timeout at the 3:40 mark of overtime. Power play. Okay, face off in the Kraken zone to the left of Redmond, 3:40 in the first overtime. Flames with the power play, and it will be 4-on-3. kitchen, helping folks with a hair malfunction of some type. Puck along the boards. Folks in white fighting for it. Folks comes out with it. She's going to get it back to Daigle to set up. Daigle to White. Oh, sorry. No, that was White. Cross ice pass. Beautiful chance. Another save by Redmond. 3:20 now in the first overtime. 1:40 on the Flames power play. Daigle, Folks, White, Cook. Your power play for the Flames. 4-on-3. Puck into the neutral zone. Daigle's going to come back and retrieve it. Daigle to Cook. Cook back to Daigle. Here comes Daigle. Daigle tries dancing. Puck's thrown down on Brewer. Daigle's back to recover it. Here's Daigle. Daigle to the neutral zone. Lots of ice here, 4-on-3. Daigle, she's going to carry it in. She's got White there to help her. White and Daigle. Send it back to Cook. Cook to White. White. White sends it back to Daigle. Daigle. Fake shot. Across to Cook. That's blocked. 44 seconds now left in the Flames power play. Here comes Cook. She drops it for Daigle. Daigle throws it through traffic. Tip attempt. That one sent down the ice. Cook going for a line change. Lawrence and Polchis are forwards now. Comes up the left wing to Polchis. Polchis. 2 minutes even now in the first overtime period. 18 seconds left in the Flames power play. Puck to the point. Cross ice pass attempt to McCumber is broken up. 9 seconds left in the Duguay penalty. McCumber dropped for Lawrence. Lawrence tries cutting in the middle. She leaves it for Gauvin. Gauvin shot. That misses the net. And we are back to even strength, 4-on-4 here in the first overtime. 1:36 left. 1-1 in the first overtime of 4-on-4. If this does not solve it, we will have 5 minutes of 3-on-3. And if that doesn't solve anything, shootout. McCumber, shot attempt. That hit something, chipped up over the net. Puck held in the blue line by Gauvin. Finally, it gets its way out. Here come the Kraken, 2-on-1. McCumber's backing up. Pass across. Doesn't hit the target. Here's Polchis. Polchis gets past. She's going to be angled off, though. 1 minute left in the first overtime period. Now here come the Kraken. Puck picked off by Cook. Here comes Cook. Cook gets past everyone. She can't get the rest of the way to the net, though. 45 seconds left in the first overtime. Kraken in the neutral zone. Chip past Feltmate. Daigle's going to pick it up. Daigle. Daigle's tripped. No call. Cook picks it up. Here's Cook. Puck's knocked off her stick. Held in by Feltmate. Cook again sends it down towards the net. Folks. Shot attempt. Daigle. 18 seconds left on the period. She throws it to the corner. Here comes the Kraken. 12 seconds left. Kitchen. She tries chipping it into the corner. 7 seconds now left in the period. Feltmate's there first. Feltmate presses it along the wall. Centering puck. Nobody gets a stick on it. And we are going to go to our second overtime. Reducing from 4-on-4 to 3-on-3. have a 5-minute 3-on-3 coming up. McCumber, Volchis, and White will kick it off for the Flames. Shot attempt that's knocked over to the side. These 3-on-3 overtimes. I know I love watching them in the NHL. You usually get a little bit of feeling out, and then all of a sudden somebody gets a fast break. And here's one for the Flames. Here comes White. Volchis offside. 2-on-1. White and Volchis. Volchis goes offside. We'll have ourselves a face-off to restart. 3-on-3 turns into an even more possession-centric game. White in to take the face-off. Comes across to Volchis. She's knocked down. Here come the Kraken. 2-on-2. They're going to dump it in. McCumber's going to pick that up. Here's McCumber. McCumber up the left wing. Tried to skip it up to Volchis. Didn't get past the defending stick, and the Kraken have it back. Kraken send it down. That's going to be icing. 4:11 of the 3-on-3 overtime period. Second overtime. 1-1 tie here in Stanley with my now very cold fingers. Burr. Cook. Grayson Cook in the face-off. She's got Folks and Daggle. Daggle tries cutting in. Daggle with it back on her stick. Daggle shoots. Misses high. Going to be held in by Grayson Cook. Cook reverses it to Folks. Folks tries centering it. Daggle can't get a stick on it. Held in by Cook. Here's Cook. Cook walking in. Shoots. She scores! Cook in overtime. Gets it over the shoulder of Redmond. And the Flames get out of it with a 2-1 win. Game 1 of the playoffs. Game 2 tomorrow morning in Quispan Sis. And I will join you then. Can't get a stick on it. Held in by Cook. Here's Cook. Cook walking in. Shoots. She scores! Cook in overtime. Gets it over